can we talk about addiction for a minute? So I have an idea for a nonprofit and I need some feedback. I need to find out if other people believe in this as much as I do. Okay? Let me start off by directing people. If you haven't seen the video, I know it's on YouTube. It's a little cartoon. It's about 5 minutes long. If you type in Rat Park and addiction, it should pop up. If you haven't watched that video, I definitely think that you should. So, in that video, one of the things that they talk about with addiction is they think that the key to it and overcoming it is connection. And I agree with that on so many different levels, right? One of the things that I found is the people that I love and care about, they go into rehab, and while they're in rehab and they're sober, everything is fantastic. We got good goals, and the problem is they have a ton of support while they're in rehab. Everything they say while they're in there is what they really believe, right? And we want to believe it too. Unfortunately, when they leave rehab, I don't feel like they have the support that they actually need in order to get better. So bear with me because I'm going to give you a little bit of a backstory because I don't know how else to explain the idea without the backstory. So recently I have been looking into making different art pieces, specifically like yard art out of some junk, because I think that stuff is really cool. Unfortunately, I don't know how to weld. So I was looking up different places to see if there was any classes that I could take that would teach me how to weld without me having to go to welding school. So I came across this business in Kansas City that is called Hammerspace. And if you look them up, they're a big warehouse, and what they do is they charge a monthly fee where you can go in. They have all sorts of different types of equipment. They have 3D printers, they have stuff to do woodworking, the blacksmith stuff, welding, just working with different types of materials. So you can pay that monthly fee and you can go in and you can use anything, and you can also hire a mentor to help you through any of the projects that you want to do or learn how to do. And they have different classes that you can go take to learn specific things. So anyways, I thought that was a fantastic idea. And so I had been talking to a family member that is currently in rehab, and one of the things that we were talking about was his plans after rehab, and he was talking about how they offered to put him through welding school, and I was like, hey, cool, that's fantastic. You can come and teach me how to weld so I can get my little art projects done or whatever. And he was like, well, I've also been thinking that I might go to school for 4 years to become a drug counselor. And hey, I'm all about, I do feel like it is very helpful for people when they're struggling with someone or something to help other people. Sorry, I got a notification. To help other people, like it is helpful for them to help other people. Like it gives them a different thing to focus on, I guess. So I do believe in the ability for something like that to be insanely helpful in recovering. So anyways, in talking to him, he was talking about how he wants to do it because he feels like that would be more fulfilling than welding, which, I get it. But I was also concerned about someone who has struggled with addiction most of their life signing up for 4 years of college. So even though I believe that he could do it and would support him 100% if that's what he chose to do, I also made sure to let him know that, you know, he can still help people with welding. He can let them, you know, he can hold a free workshop and connect with people that way, and, you know, maybe teach them a skill that they didn't have before that would be helpful to them. But that's when it popped in my head, the idea for this nonprofit. So what if we opened up a big warehouse full of all sorts of different tools and created a space where people could go that are struggling and learn different types of things, but mainly connect with people in a positive environment. So anybody that is trying to turn their life around and get sober, sometimes I feel like family, even though they can be great supporters, sometimes I feel like they're not the best supporters because they're too close to the situation, and can unintentionally be discouraging when it comes to sobriety and giving the things that you need. So creating a space where someone can go and it not be about their addiction, it not be about their struggles or their bad choices, a place that they can go where we build them up and help them see their positives and potential. And they can do that through making things. And then we could potentially list, you know, create a website, list those things for, you know, the public to be able to purchase. And then that would give them maybe a source of income if they were struggling with the income aspect of it. And then we can also, you know, do other things, like people can come in, maybe they can learn marketing, maybe they can help with the marketing side of the nonprofit, and through that they would gain that experience and potentially move on to a career in it, or, you know, they might find a craft that they're really good at, or learn that mentoring or teaching or something like that is something that they want to do with their life, and we're just there to support them and help them figure out what that is. Give them the opportunity to see their good side, essentially help them get rid of the belief of that someone else made them believe, of the bad label that they have given themselves through the things that other people have said to them, and give them new good labels to label themselves as, so they can walk around with some pride. So I really feel like it's a good idea, like just to, and it's not just a good idea for them, it's a good idea, I think, for our whole community. How fantastic would it be to finally have some place that you would absolutely love to go and volunteer at, because you're going to teach something fun and creative and do it in a positive way in an environment. So anyways, that is my idea. If you guys could please give me some feedback, I would appreciate it more than you can fathom, because I believe that it will work, and I just need to know that other people believe that it can work too. And maybe we can get headed in the right direction, or maybe somebody can reach out and help me figure out how to make this happen if it is a good idea. Well, I appreciate your guys' time. Have a good day.